When my rude girl, them who support me, we gon' match up them man in the party. We gon' make them ball out for mercy. All who can handle it.
What's up, YouTube? It is Jay, BK Syndicates here. I am back with another Love After Lockup review. This is episode 10, Running from Love. So with episode 9, we basically left off with Red and Joy Know Me. So at the beginning of episode 10, let's just get right into it. This probably might be quick as fuck. I think, honestly, with this whole entire episode, everybody was fucking irritated with somebody in this episode. If it wasn't Louis irritated with Melissa, Melissa irritated with Louis, Louis's mom irritated with Melissa. If it wasn't Anthony being irritated with Sheree, or Sheree being irritated with Anthony, then we had Andy, who was irritated with Melissa, with Brittany, and Brittany was irritated with Andy. Key Rock was fucking irritated with Brittany, with old girl Brittany too. Everybody, and even Red was irritated with Joy Know Me. Everybody was fucking irritated with everybody this episode. So let's get right into it. So first start off, we have Anthony and Sheree. They are basically getting home. They're driving to get Anthony home because he has his probation. He has to be home by 1 o'clock or he'll violate his parole. So they're racing, trying to get home. Then they barely got home. They got home, I think, like 12:59 a.m. Sheree is running upstairs telling Anthony, hurry up, let's get you home. I had no fucking idea why Anthony was moving so slow up the stairs. Like, to me, it didn't even seem like he cared that he was going to be late or not. The whole entire time he was in the car, he was basically bitching and harassing this girl to make sure that he got home. He was upset that he thought they were supposed to leave at 12:30 and they didn't, and they left probably like 12:40 something, rushing home to get home, and they barely got home. 12:59. Anthony was literally hitting the upstairs when 1 o'clock hit, and then he had to put his bracelet on. He had to put his the charger on his ankle monitor. Yeah, that was fucking crazy. Like, you should be, next time, I hope that they are able to have more time management. It's crazy to me that Sheree is always trying to keep Anthony on point, but she ended up missing this. That's wild. Next off, we go to my favorite couple, the Biggie family, Big, Whale, Joe Know Me, and Big Boy Red. So they're in the car, driving. Red is on his phone, going through whatever he is. He's just constantly on his phone. She's mad that his mom basically exposed that he was getting money from women. So she's upset about that. She's basically, throughout this episode, you're just going to see Joy Know Me crying. I think we have maybe about 3 scenes with them. I think 3 or 4 scenes. I think we had about 4 scenes with them in this episode. So we're with them a lot. This is the first time she's in the car. She's fucking crying, bawling her little, double-decker chin out, everything. She's just crying. She's upset that she had to find that he didn't tell her, and that she had to find out through his mom. Blah, 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 blah. She's accusing him of basically holding on to all these pics that he's gotten from women in jail. All the pictures that he basically naked women, just women that has been sending him money since he's been incarcerated. And Joy Know Me's upset about that. But the thing is, this is the consequences that you get when you cheat on somebody. Not 1 or 2. You cheat on him 3 times and then end up having a baby. So I had no sympathy for her. And
I'm supposed to feel sorry for that bitch. I don't.
And deadass, when we're in this scene, she cries 4 times in the car. She's literally crying 4 times in the car while they're driving back to the hotel. It's fucking wild. Skipping, then we get to Chelsea and Mikey. I think mainly in this episode we saw Mikey more than Chelsea. We had 1 episode with Chelsea, which later on in the episode where she's talking to her father. Mikey, his friend, comes and visits him while he's helping his grandfather out on the yard. The camera angle that they had for this episode with Mikey is like they put put a little camera in the car hood that he was working on so we can get like a different angle. I thought, why are y'all even doing that? Like, we don't need to see that angle. We just need to see one or two angles. We didn't need to see like an up personal camera with y'all putting it in the hood. That was just weird to me. They're talking about Mikey going off to, I think, Ohio to meet with Chelsea and to meet her father. And he's going off with the concern that Chelsea's father does not like Mikey. He thinks that Mikey might be dangerous. Mikey also elaborated that the father doesn't like him because he has a teardrop tattoo on his eye. I didn't even notice that until like he said something, and then I went and looked and paused the video, and I went and looked. I said, oh, he really does have a teardrop tattoo. Also, that this motherfucker's wearing he has an earring in his ear, thinking that he Vanilla Ice and shit. Whatever, boy. Look at you. So Chelsea ends up having $5,000 out of nowhere saved up. She tells Mikey is concerned where she got the money from because he's like, you didn't have any money before. Now you just came in with $5,000 where the money came from. Chelsea is like, that mind your fucking business, just not have money. And he feels like she should at least let him know where the money came from. If she's doing it illegal and everything, he wants no parts in that, because if he's going to move to Ohio with her and she's doing things illegal, it will mess up his parole. So I understand why he feels that way, but also it's none of your business where she got her money, but also is his business because you're going to be living with her. So if she's getting it, because she was literally mad, upset with him in the previous episodes where she left him on the side of the road because she was upset. She was basically upset that she lost her Social Security, and she was giving Mikey such a hard time. She was being a bitch for like literally half of that episode. I think episode 6 or 7. And now she just has $5,000. Now maybe she got it from back Social Security, or maybe she got it from her father. We don't know, but she's never disclosed to Mikey where she got that $5,000 from. Next scene that we get Andy and Brittany. Same shit. Brittany's outside, literally asking any car that drives past her, do you have a cell phone I can use? Like on some homeless crackhead shit. I don't know why. You have a whole phone that's in his car. Why not just go to his car, take the phone, call who you need to call, and then leave the phone? I don't understand why she would leave the phone and then be begging people to use their phone. And then after all that drama that you're doing outside, you still ask Andy, can you use his phone? So she asks Andy, can he use his phone? Andy finally discloses to her that her daughter calls her. She calls her daughter, tells her daughter that she wants her to call her mother to come and pick her up from some, I think, church parking lot. Andy's upset because he's like, I bought this whole entire house for us to stay here in Rome, Georgia, and now you're leaving, and I don't want to stay here, and you're not going to stay here. Andy starts packing up his shit, and he's out. He puts all his shit in his car, and before he officially leaves, he drives into the parking lot that Brittany is chilling at, talking to the producers. He asks her, what is it that I can do to get you to stay? And she just like, nah, I'm done. It's done. She's basically done with him. To Melissa and Louis gets home because this is continuation of last episode where Melissa is pissed off with Louis for spending money on a car when he could have used it to buy his teeth. He goes into the house, and his mom is there cooking him dinner. He's explaining to his mom that he's explaining to his mom that Melissa's pissed off that he bought a car when she was telling him that he needs to be more independent. He thought that buying a car would then make him more independent, and that's what he was trying to show her. But in the opposite, all it did was just make her more mad. Of course, the mother is against Melissa, so the mom is just gonna go with Louis and be like, no, she's wrong. What the fuck does she want? Then you're being independent. You bought your own transportation. What is she mad about? And yeah, Louis just agreeing with her. They sit down to eat dinner. I don't know. That was the plainest dinner I've ever seen. I don't know what it was. Maybe it was steak. I'm not too sure. Maybe it was some type of Italian dish, but it looked like nothing had any seasoning. It was just white noodles. Maybe it was Alfredo, but I didn't see like any type of like pepper, oregano, Parmesan, nothing. I didn't see anything except for a big slab of meat and white noodles, and they were eating it. And Louis had the nerve to be like, "This is good, ma." She's like, and yeah, it was very unseasoned. He gets a call from Melissa. She FaceTimes him. He goes into the other room. Melissa tells him that she cannot come to his dentist appointment and because she has a work emergency. Louis bummed out. He's like, I was really excited to see you so you can be there with me while I get my new teeth. And he basically lets her know that he's going to take his mom with him to help him after he gets his teeth done for his recovery. Melissa's not really happy about that because she thinks that he should be able to do his teeth by himself without his mother being there. So she still feels like he's being mother smothered. We get a scene with Key-Rock and Brittany. Key-Rock is laying in the bed, chilling. Brittany is doing laundry. She's folding clothes. Key-Rock is talking to his goddaughter and, being all cute and everything with her. This gives Brittany the notion now to start trying to add more seeds into Key-Rock's head. She's like, oh, I see how well you are with your goddaughter. You will be such an amazing dad. Like, I can just see it. Can't you see it? And he's just like, yeah, I'm an amazing godfather, but you're really irritating me about this baby situation. He said, I'm not interested in having a baby right now. I don't want to think about a baby right now. I just got out of jail. I want to enjoy my freedom. I want to do things first before I even think about having a kid. And also, Key-Rock discloses to her, plain as simple, I am not down with this process of us having a kid, and I have to get off of my shots. If I get off my shots, then he's going to reverse back into the stages of transitioning back to a woman. He does not want that. He wants to be a man. Only thing that Brittany can say is, well, we still have to think about the process. My girlfriend made a really good point when she said, she's only 23. Key-Rock is like 26, 27. She's very, very young to be in such a headspace of getting married and having a kid. She even says to Key-Rock, marriage is all about having kids and basically doing a family. Key-Rock's like, that's not what marriage is about. Marriage is about two people coming together, forming a life together, and then going into stages of having a family. She just wants to get married and have a child and then thinks that will be her whole entire output. You're so young. You should be living your life with Key-Rock, enjoying that he's out of jail. Let him fully transition to what he wants to be. And then you guys can talk about getting married. Then you guys can talk about getting married. Hell, you guys can talk about having kids when you get 28. What is the big rush? You're 23. Chill, shorty. And Key-Rock gets frustrated. He's like, you know what? Suppose I don't want to have a kid. And she can't take it. She's just like, no, conversation is done. I'm ready to go. Then she dips and she runs downstairs. And then she just leaves Key-Rock there on the bed just thinking. We go to Biggie 1, Biggie 2. Well, like, Joey Nomi is so fucking annoying in this episode because of how hypocritical she is to me. I feel like if you're going to cheat on somebody 3 times and then get pregnant, and then this person that's been locked up for 10 years getting pictures and all types of messages and money from different women, that shouldn't really fuck with you like that, because he's been locked up. He hasn't been fucking anybody. You have.
You nasty.
He's literally been talking to women and getting money out of them. She's upset that he kept the pictures and that he didn't have any pictures holding of her. But yet, when we go in throughout more of the episode, we see that he has a shit ton of pictures of her. It's just none of them in his little booklet that he has of different people. So we go into that. She wants him to take accountability. Yeah, she wants him to take accountability for talking to other women. I have here, she's crying again. I sat here on my notes. 6th time crying. Jesus Christ, when is she going to stop? Don't nobody want to see a buffalo crying. Yeah, that's what I have. Nobody wants to see a buffalo crying. She's like you're too big to be crying, because every time she cries, her 2 chins end up like folding in together, and then you see the water running down her chin. It's fucking. I was laughing every single time she was crying, and I feel no fucking ways towards it, because this is karma. This is your karma coming back to you. They're in the hotel room. She's upset. Yeah, she's crying about the thing. She's crying about the pictures. She's telling Red, I don't know why you're holding all those pictures. You shouldn't be holding all of those pictures. Why would you do that? That's not even a picture of me. And Red just gets so irritated, he walks out and just leaves the ass in there fucking crying and wailing and everything. Red goes downstairs. He calls basically that pasty ass white friend to come pick him up. First off, pause. We need to get on Red's friend. I really got a good look at her before. I was like, damn, this bitch is ugly. But yo, Red's friend is OD ugly, son. Maybe it's the makeup. Maybe it's the face. I do not fucking know. And maybe it's a mixture of all. But her makeup was way overdone. It wasn't matching her body. It wasn't matching her skin tone. Her makeup was pasty white. Fucking white. It looked like she had got the wrong fucking shade. It was so bad that the point that I ended up in my notes having her put as Casper. I have Casper, flower face. I have white out, side out. And yeah, her face was mad pasty white for no reason. She looked like she didn't have no blood in her body at all, like a vampire. It looked like he called her out when she was supposed to be sleeping in her coffin. That's how white she looked, like Dracula type makeup. And I was so confused, like, this is what you're interested in? And it was like, here you go from big fat ass Jonoimi to then skinny ass pasty face Dracula. So it made me like yo, what type of, like, it made me realize, oh yes, we have to remember this motherfucker just got out of jail 4 days ago, so he's willing to fuck anything at this point. It just, yo, you're putting your dick, and you're probably not even using protection, and you're fucking Jonoimi. Literally, this is I think the 3rd day after he told his family that he's going to New Mexico with her. He's supposed to be leaving to New Mexico with her tomorrow in this episode. So the day that he had sex with her, that was literally this 3rd day. So we're on the 4th day in the morning time, mid-evening. And he's already going, and he goes in the car with this pasty ass friend, with this cookie sheet face looking ass bitch. He gets in her car, right? Drives to the gas station. While they're driving to the gas station, he is so fucking thirsty. You can tell that he hasn't gotten any. He's so thirsty to get some pussy that he's begging her to put a hickey on her neck. He's begging her to kiss her. He's like, can you teach me how to kiss? I need to learn how to do that again. He's so fucking thirsty. It's crazy. Red tells the producers that he wants to get it out his system, meaning that he wants to fuck around, get out his system, and then he's gonna move down with Jonoimi. Boom. We move forward to Melissa and Louis. Louis is driving to the dentist with his mother. He is explaining to Melissa, he is explaining to his mom why Melissa didn't come. He literally told her that Melissa said that she had a work emergency and she's not going to be able to make it. They get to the dentist, and one of the receptionists, I think one of the dentist assistants, tells him that a pipe bursted down the street and the water is all fucked up, and they will have to see if they can get the water to come back on throughout the building, or they will have to reschedule his dentist appointment for another time. So Louis feels a bit bummed about that because he really was excited to get new teeth. He brought his mom here, and now he feels like all this is for what? He calls Melissa to tell her the news, and of course Melissa's acting like a bitch. He's telling her that what's going on, that about the water pipe bursting. So Melissa says this little slick shit. I was like, okay, bitch, you real slick. She says, so you're just gonna go home by yourself? Louis says, what the fuck does that even matter? I'm telling you what happened with the dentist. Why are you worried about if I'm going home by myself? You know that I took my mom with me. And then the mother starts chiming in. And then, the mother starts chiming in. She's just like, oh, stop that. Because blah, blah, blah. Your ass should have been here anyway. Blah, blah, blah. And then Melissa's like, see, this is what I mean. You shouldn't be bringing your mother with you anyway. And then Louis goes outside to finish the conversation with her and talk to her. She then he FaceTimes her to find out that she is home. This bitch is not at work at all. That's when she breaks the news to Louis. Yeah, I lied to you. I lied about having an emergency. I just didn't want to come. And Louis just like, wow, you lied to me? Why did she says, I just don't know. I don't know what I feel right now. You're home with your mother. You have your mother doing everything. I thought that when you came out of prison that you was going to be more manly. I thought you was going to be more independent. I thought that you were going to be a boss. I thought you were going to be a man. And she just keeps emphasizing that she thought that he was going to be more tougher. And she realizes that he's nothing but a mama's boy, that all he does is go home to his mother. She says, why don't you haven't found a job? You haven't done this. You haven't done that. You're still home with your mother. You keep telling me you're going to come home that you're going to move to New Jersey. What's going on? You're just seem like you're slacking. Louis is upset. He's just like, fuck this shit. Like, she's like, well, he just fucked this shit. Like, I am doing the steps. You told me be independent. I got a car. What more do you fucking want? I'm trying to do what I can. And I am moving to New Jersey. She just don't want to hear it. She like, I need space. I think I need a break. And then we cut to the other scene. Then we cut to Join On Me and Red. Biggie 1, Biggie 2. Whale and Buffalo. Red is at the gas station in this scene with his pasty ass, ghostly looking friend. Join On Me ends up pulling up to the same gas station that they're chilling at. She's driving around the gas station trying to find Red. Red sees her car pull up and he tells his friend, pull off, go, go, go. And they drive off before Join On Me can see him. Join On Me stops and she stops at the gas station and she's crying. She starts calling him, trying to call him, nothing. She says, well, I'm going back to the hotel. She drives back to the hotel, tries to call him again, no answer. And she's distraught because she's like, I would never walk out on somebody. 7 years I've been with him. And he's just going to walk out on me like that. I'm like, hell yeah, bitch, I'll walk out on your ass too. You lucky that motherfuckers even stayed this long with you. He was here for 4 days. You lucky this nigga even stayed with you for 4 days. Because if I was in jail and someone told me that they cheated on me with 3 different people and they're pregnant and they got pregnant and now they want me to take care of the baby, you gotta be fucked up, bitch. Red and his pasty white ghostly friend pulls up to another, I think, motel. They pull up to a motel or hotel. And they walk in and we just leave off with Join On Me basically crying her big ass in the fucking car. We go back to Sheree and Anthony. Sheree wants to give Anthony a mock interview. So she sets up a mock interview in the house. She's dressed up for the interview. Anthony is not. He isn't taking the shit serious. She starts the interview. He has like no enthusiasm, no ambition. He has no excitement that he wants to do the interview. He's not even taking it seriously. And she starts to get frustrated. She's just like, you have to take this serious. How Anthony is seeing it is like, this is not real. I know how to conduct myself in a real life interview. I don't need your help coaching me on this, but I appreciate it. She's upset because she's like, come on, like, I need you to at least try to motivate yourself because I need you to be a provider and all that type of good stuff. And he's not taking it seriously. So yeah, and that's basically the end of their scene. Go back, we shoot back to Louis and his mother, and Louis is still on the phone with Melissa. She says, I just need you to be a boss. He said, oh yeah, you want me to be a boss? And he hangs up on the ass and he walks his ass back in the dentist's office. What I had an issue with Louis was the fact that he was reporting to his mother every single time an incident happened between him and Melissa. So I can understand why Melissa feels like he gets his mother too involved in their relationship. I started to see that too when he came back and basically told his mom half of everything that Melissa said. He never told his mom that Melissa told him that she wanted him to be a boss and that she wanted him to be a man and to step up. He never said that, but he said everything else that Melissa said. And of course the mom is against Melissa. You know what, you don't need to be with her, fuck her, basically that type of shit. And I just understood now he's a mama's boy. He told his mom every single thing, and he gets his mother involved in everything. Even when he called her on the phone, his mother's sitting right next to him. Why don't you take your ass outside and talk to your girlfriend? Why do you need to talk to your girlfriend in front of your mom for? Knowing that your mom and your girlfriend has issues with each other, that didn't make any sense to me. However, once the mom is aware that Louis and Melissa are probably not going to be together and that they're taking a break, she immediately hops on this dental receptionist that's there to try and hook up Louis with her. She starts talking to her, sitting her down, trying to get to know her. She tells Louis, make her coffee. Louis makes her coffee. Then they go outside and start talking. Louis then says in his confessional that he is interested in this dental receptionist and he probably want to see what goes on. Mind you, he just took a break with Melissa and not even 10 minutes later, he's talking to a new female because his mom put her right in front of him. That's wild. Finally, we go back to Wales. Wales running. Biggie 1 and Biggie 2. Y'all already know. Joy Nomi and Red. She is calling him again. She finally gets through to him. She says, I've been calling you like 30 times. Mind you, her chin is jiggling the whole entire time that she's talking to Red. She's crying and her neck is jiggling. That's a lethal combination right there. He tells her that he's at his mom. She says, stay right the fuck there. I'm coming. Don't go anywhere. He's not at his mom's. He just got done fucking this girl named Julie, his pasty white friend Julie. That's her name, Julie. I keep calling her pasty white friend. Casper the Friendly Ghost. That's what the fuck she is. So he just got done fucking her, and he tells her, drive me to my mom's house. Joy Nomi is in the car crying, doing the same thing, talk about, he does things. He's doing things to me that I wouldn't do to him. I would never do that to him. I would never walk out on him. I would never give up this and that and that. She gets to his mom's house. He's already there. She won't even open the door for him. He's there beating on the door, on the glass of the door, telling her, let me in, let me in. She's like, no, just grab your stuff and go. I don't want you coming to New Mexico with me. Just like that, like just that quick. Just because he had pictures because he lied about having pictures, and because he lied about getting money from women, and that he was talking to other women while he was in jail, and that he had other pictures of other women. Now she doesn't want him to go back to Mexico. Now that's the final straw. She's done. Mind you, Red could have been done with her at any point that she told him that she cheated on him, and he stayed with her. But as soon as she found out that he had pictures from other women, and he was getting money from other women, she was ready to be done. She doesn't want to go with her. She's crying. He gets in the car. She's crying. Wow. And mind you, he's on his phone while she's crying. Like total disrespect. She gets frustrated about to throw the phone, and he just says, it's just like a toy to me. She says, get out, get your stuff. He's like, nah, I'm not going. I'm going to go with you, my son. She gets out the car, pulls all his shit out the back of the trunk, puts it on the side of his mother's driveway, pulls off and leaves him there. And that's where the episode ends. One thing I need to say about Joy Nomi is, I just need to go in just real quick. Joy Nomi is as big as a whale, as big as a house, as big as a plane. And the fact that she is such a fucking hypocrite, I think that was the main thing that had me extremely irritated with her, was the fact that she cheated on him 3 times, got pregnant, had a baby while he was all incarcerated. But because she can't handle that he was talking to other women and getting money, she thought that she was the only one that was sending him pictures and sending him money. I think what really hurt her was the fact that she realized that she wasn't the only one. But I think also that she was using this, that because of what she did, this was guilt. I feel like she was looking for something to put on Red to cover up that guilt that she has from cheating on him. So once she found out from his mom that he was talking to other women, she fucking ran with it. She ran with it to try and guilt him and to basically show, oh, you're just the same as me. You're a liar. You're all here cheating too and doing all this. But he is cheating on her. He cheated on her maybe about 30 minutes to an hour ago before she arrived to his house, to his mom's house. So he did cheat on her. Do I feel bad that he cheated on her? No.
Of course. I'm supposed to feel sorry for that bitch. I don't.
No. But the way how she was crying and the way how she tried to flip it on him, like what he did, because before he cheated on her, the main thing that she was upset about was that he still had pictures of other women. And she ran with that. I just feel like she was so hypocritical in trying to make him feel bad about that and trying to make it seem like what he did was way worse than what she did. So I don't like Joy Nomi. This episode really had me disliking her, because like you hypocritical hippopotamus, you big bitch, how dare you fucking try and act like what he's doing, that what he was doing while in jail was way worse than what you was doing, that he can get away with all types of shit. Clearly you was able to get away with shit for a long time. He wasn't able to do anything while you was cheating on him in jail. So fuck you. Anyways, next episode will be coming out. I think it is the season 2. It is the season 5 finale. That finale will be 2 hours long. So I'm definitely really excited for that. And then we get into like a little hiatus, and then we get into the new season of Love After Lockup. And we get to see more other couples, Montana Mills, or la. But yeah, I do appreciate you guys for staying for this review. I do appreciate you guys for staying so long. I do have to take it easy on certain things, music and all that, because YouTube has given me 2 copyright strikes and they're on my ass. It was just mainly for like little pieces of music that was involved that the companies started claiming. So I have to be really careful with what I put out now. I do have 82 days with both copyright strikes, and then they disappear. All I have to do is not get in trouble for these until February, and then the copyright strikes are removed. I do appreciate you guys for joining me. Like, comment, and subscribe. I do appreciate y'all. This has been Jay. I do appreciate it. Bye, y'all.
Big thing, small thing, I winding up on all thing. Short thing, tall thing, I winding up on all thing, and it's thing.